My first reaction was like, I'm going to end up back in Swansea or in jail. That was my first reaction.
I don't know if I should be mentioning Skin's name on it. Does he care?
I didn't put my name on it for a good 5, 6 years. And it was always a fine line. Is this your photo? Yeah, no, maybe.
The more people told me that it was a really bad idea to do this, the more I wanted to do it. I'm kind of glad I did it.
Like everything starts with a phone call. It was Go Skateboarding Day, maybe a week away. Don called me up. I'm going to skate down the 405 for Go Skateboarding Day. Pretty much exact words.
The whole idea came as a way of promoting Go Skateboarding Day, which is every June 21st. My original concept was to have thousands of skateboarders, or at least as many as skateboarders as possible, to skate down the 405 freeway, which is the busiest, most hectic freeway in America. The more I thought about it, well, I don't want to be responsible for anyone that may get hit skating down the freeway. So then I saw an image of the Tiananmen Square where there's the guy holding up the tank. And it made me realize, like, all it takes really is one person to kind of get the exposure. So I figured, you know what, I'll just do it myself. So I wanted to make sure that I could find a photo opportunity for number one, it has a bridge that had no obstructions, no fencing or anything, just clear view of the freeway, so that the photographer and the filmer can look down on the skateboarder. And then I wanted to find a spot that had signage on the other side of the freeway showing where exactly you were. So every day I would be looking and looking and looking. Every time I'd be driving anywhere from San Diego to LA, I was looking for this perfect location. And then one day I realized that it's actually the exit that I get off every single day on the way home from work.
We meet, talk about it, and then we go over to the bridge, and it's like 3 o'clock. Cars are just flying by. I'm like, there's no way you're gonna be able to do this or close this down on an afternoon or a morning. You have to wait till the rush hour. So then we waited till rush hour Friday. Went in like a park by the side of it, because we didn't want to be seen by the cops. That was the worry for me, because at the time I was on a green card, and any bus like that would have been deported, or it would have been caught for sure, shutting down the 405. Not until I got my citizenship, when I got my passport, then I admitted it was my photo.
As I really thought about this heavily, I actually had a full plan of how different angles, where the film is going to be, where the cars are going to slow down from 75 to 0. I even rode my motorbike down the 405, just checking out the surface of the freeway to see what kind of surface it was, to make sure it wasn't too rough.
No, the first time they went, the police stopped it. I saw them come up on the side. There was police on the side.
We were all driving so slowly to line everything up that the cops pulled the first driver over, and then we had to all abort. We came on the freeway single file, and we basically went one by one across the whole freeway until we had a car across every lane. We had the walkie-talkies that would communicate, 75 to 65 to 55, etc., all the way down to 0 until it stopped. And that's when I got the opportunity to get out the car, skate towards the bridge, get the pictures, and then get the hell out of there.
But he got out really early on, and I just sort of zoomed it as he came out all the way. At first, it was just him in front of it. They look awesome, but when he came up, the car stopped. He actually distances himself. When he came up close, right up close, that's when the dynamic of the photo, it looks better. He turns around, he flips the V's, and that side traffic's coming on, and that side traffic actually overtakes it in the end, isn't it?
Okay, so this is where the exit was, or the freeway had stopped, and I just skated down here. Came up this little side piece up here, which was perfect because the bridge had a little hole in the fence right there. Threw the hat in the ground and the shirt, and then just skated down this little mellow hill on Bear Street, just went down to the brewery. It was perfect. I needed a beer at that point.
I think it's just the dynamic of slowing cars down, isn't it? It's always the other way. It's the fact that he sort of controlled the traffic, then he flicks the V to the traffic. Just the way that it looks, the mountains in the background. Yeah, it worked out great.
We have a press release, we send it to all the media, and the media returns the message to us going, we can't post this because it's just too dangerous, and we don't want to encourage other people to do this. So the whole thing kind of flunked, I guess, in a way on that level. but it did get picked up in many other ways. It was everywhere. People would keep sending me all these images of like people using the image, whether it's just on their Tumblr feed or whatever, but also the YOLO thing, the whole you only live once kind of thing was like big at the time. So everyone would be like, YOLO, blah, type. I wasn't really expecting that. I think even Yeezy reposted that image on his Instagram once. I guess there's so much adrenaline going on because there was just so much overthinking on this thing that it just felt definitely pretty good to like just get on that freeway and skate. But at the same time, it felt kind of numb just because it was so surreal in a way to be skating down America's busiest freeway. That's a good question. Would the media have picked it up? Like, I don't even know if I slammed. Yeah, they probably would have used it if I hit a rock and ate shit in front of everyone. But maybe I should have just slammed anyway, just so it did get picked up on the media. People love those things, right? But at the end of the day, I'm a little bit crazy, so I probably would do it again without a filmer or a cameraman too. In fact, I might even do it right now.